So here we are, in the tutorial, in our past life. All things are going really, really badly. Assistant Director Robinson. And we're Space Commander Burnt Biscuit. Ooh, look at the compound we got. I mean, it's out in the desert, so, you know. Some protesters out here not looking all that good. I think we might be in trouble. But special observation bureau raid. The people here are brainwashed. They're practically delusional. Take this punk for instance. He's covered in blue house paint. I don't think that's house paint. He's begun to transition into a space fish. Fish. Sort him out. Yes, boss. Boss, I'm not sure this is paint. Of course not. I told you he's part space fish. Amazing. A miracle. Holy moly. Nonsense. It's probably just that really stubborn paint. Get him out of here. The SOBs really don't like what we're doing. This place is done. We're shutting it down. Even though I did nothing wrong. Although we can't prove you actually lifted a finger around here. Everyone else is to be taken away for processing, like a fish. That's most important is that I'm free. I want you out of this dust bowl tonight, punk. I'll be moving to the next, yeah, of course. Officers will sell all this off shortly. After we built all this following, after we built all this out of nothing but desert, they're taking it away. Whatever will we be doing next? Look, there we go with a suitcase. Is that full of money? Well, I'm glad we got the essentials. I bet it's one of these protesters. Why do they have pitchforks? Why are we named Space Commander Biscuit? What's the obsession with fish? You ain't seen me, right? What? Good, very good. Did we just stab his eyes out? I've been given a second chance. Time to change my ways. Time to... Oh, who am I kidding? Time to rebuild and establish contact with a new divine being. It's time for us to go commit whole different levels of blasphemy. First, I'll need some serious cosmetic surgery to change my appearance. You know what? Most of these people look like they need cosmetic surgery. This has to be the most geriatric population of cops I have ever seen in my life. They're all impeccably old. At least the fish are still happy. You know, they can't say anything that they weren't happy.
3 months later.
And here we go. Now, this is our cult customization, and this is what we've been doing. I'm going to keep the standard difficulty, probably turn off the tutorial. They have pre-made cults, which is interesting. This is a human corn cob, obviously going for some stuff here. The child of the atom science cult. They have another fish cult. We could totally go back straight into fish. They have a lot. They have 80s Egyptian, a second layer of Egyptian focusing on snakes, robot cults, moon cults, which is actually kind of cool. Christmas cults, dinosaur cults, and it goes on. But we're going to make something a bit more original. We'll be back with that in just a moment. And we are back now that we have it fully customized. Let's take a look at what we did here. First off, we have our leader, the almighty bully known as Nomadic Bule, looking cool as ever. Creating the cult known only as the Orange Enlightenment Society, where our divine being is King Oyen, and our cultists will be known as the litter box keepers. They will wear these cozy robes, as well as fluffy cat ear hoods to show their devotion to the King Oyen. And then in our sacred room, we will have the relic of divine cheeks, the most sacred item within all of King Oyenism. Well, now that we have our blueprints planned out, we can only apply them into action, so let's jump right in. Starting off our everything is the almighty Nomadic Bule, Anton Hazuko, Bammy Leaf, Alice Hosking, and Jessica Roth, who looks like she has been on some pretty outstanding drugs, but she's relaxed, no less. And of course, our compound is no longer in the desert, which is an automatic win right up front. Instantly, we were given a mission, which is essentially to go out to the research office, which will take about an hour, where we need to start the operation so we can unlock the research office, essentially. I guess we gotta assign a keeper. You know what? Bammy looks like she is the most ready. So let's send her. So we set up our basics of the few rooms that they require us to have. People will come straight in from the outside and they will go into the reception. Don't mind that the doors are uneven. That's part of the religion. And then over here we have a meditation stage, because that's also what we want people to see when they first come in. We don't want them to know about the weird secret stuff. I mean, the totally normal secret stuff that's going to be happening that they need to unlock in order to become one of us. So there's a meditation stage for our teachers and our people. And then in here, we're starting out small. This will expand. That's why it's built like this. And then the lectern will probably come down one tile, so it's in the middle of the pews. This is a sacred room. And it's only got a prestige score of 2 so far, but it's going to grow. But most importantly, what you can see here is the divine cheeks. Worship them. And then we got the living situation. And here we got a canteen that is open for expansion, as well as the bathroom. As you can see, they have 4 shower buckets, 4 pooping buckets, a drain so nothing goes out on the outside, because that's a bit disgusting. Can't have people living like that. And then we have two little troughs for showering. And then starting out, we have these dirty mattresses, and everybody's allowed to have 1 box of stuff. And this will probably be where our research room goes. That is what we are starting out with so far in the compound. Now we have our official leader demands. Your leader will sometimes make a demand. It's best to pay attention to these, and they could offer a reward for completing quests or impose a penalty under certain conditions that are not met. There are 2 types of these. Quests that have a specific goal to complete can either offer rewards or completion, or the penalties they below until the completion. That's basically just repeating itself. The quest is to research and build a leader's sanctum, which I guess that makes sense. Nomadic Bule needs his own sanctum. He cannot be with the rest of you. He cannot be with the rest of y'all, at least in this made-up divine world. He has to have some place to do his streaming. We have an unknown person coming in. We have first customer. Oh, we have Jessica
With those beady eyes.
coming to talk to our first person. I hope they like it. Okay, well, she worked. One of her quirks is she's helpful. Raise Nomadic Bule. Now that's what I'm talking about. Jessica needs a raise. And then he's in here too. Okay, so we got somebody raising the cheeks. We got somebody doing that. I think we just collected some money too. Already people are coming in the trolls for King Oyen. Look at the happiness we're spreading. Isn't this what you want in your life? Okay, the mission has been completed. Completion status 100%. Now we just wait for a new mission and we build in the meantime. So instantly, we have the research facility. It only needs to be a 7x7. This is far too big. This is 10x10. But we'll move it eventually, but we're going to take advantage of the room we have. So he just needs a desk and then a supercomputer, which ironically looks like Prison Architect's control monitoring systems. Very similar. The one thing I do prefer about RimWorld and Prison Architect, even though this follows very similar style, is that they have more options. You can decorate the floor, you can plan things a little better. Overall, better in every way in the building mode for those 2 games. But the concept of this is, I guess, what the selling point is. In order to get what we eventually want, we can go all the way to a moonshine distillery. What are we doing? We have paint stations. We have silver idols. We have a hypno chamber. The later sanctum is right here. That's what we're going to need. And the Ministry of Propaganda. That is quite something, but we got to get to that point. And how do we start that? Immediately by going to PR missions. Here we have the traits of our beings, where we have Nomadic Bule with nothing. And then we have Alice Husking, who is very poor. Conspiracy theorist. She's strange and volatile. But she's a collective sleeper and she prefers to sleep in a bedroom with others. While Zuko has dark aversation. He prefers not to work in dark rooms or attend dark missions. He's a serial liar and incompetent. We have Bammy, which is always great. His quality is average. He's an all-star +1 to all skills and solace in the dark. He prefers no decor, no light source. That's a little weird. We have another incompetent. We have a petty criminal working our front desk, but she is helpful, which makes her nice. Look at Bammy doing the research. Bammy is a star. I guess Bammy's a woman. I thought it was a guy, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. Community toileting, what everybody dreams of. In a very prestigious bathroom, may I say. It's a prestige level 4. Look at that. Everybody showering together, everybody washing, everybody going to the bathroom like one. And they're all getting ready for food. This is what life is all about. Showering and sleeping as a community in praise of an orange cat. Well, here it is. We completed our first sermon. Sacred room. Sermon quality is a 3-star. So we got no influence cost, but we did generate some faith. It took away our mood and our energy, but that's okay. Everything seems to be fine. In the last 24 hours, we lost a lot of money. And Nomadic Bule here is just basically wandering around doing nothing all day. How leader-like of him. Look at him over there. Zuko's over on his own. I don't know what's wrong with Zuko. He doesn't do anything with us. Quite sad, actually. Litter box keeper was injured. A food-related injury. What? Bammy? She got fish mouth? Dirty hands while eating. Duration 4-hour. Treatment not required. Unable to eat food. Oh, she got fish mouth. It must be something that we carried from the last compound. We got our first level up. I can feel King Oyen in me. And she needs to go to the toilet. Well, Jessica definitely needs the leveling up. Look at that. Look at that. That is what I'm talking about. And just like that, we are suddenly maintenance suitified. We made it the only gray room because maintenance and the green door. So, you know, that is what maintenance is. Honestly, we should probably get some pathways going on out here, shouldn't we? I just realized that Alice is talking about how her insides are all wrong. My previous toilet visit was satisfying, so we're definitely on 2 different levels from Alice. Everybody's giving us such small amount of money. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got the Bay Bugle. City food production shut down. Disappearance of several people blamed on few food manufacturers. Shocking incident occurred at Green Foods last night as a Special Observation Bureau, or the SOBs, shut the food manufacturing plant and their sausages were found to have fingerprints. It's rumored that many of the fingerprints match the people that the police say is in the missing person database. Agent Kid had to say everyone knows sausages shouldn't have fingerprints. And while these sausages do, and I ain't right to see, so basically, they were selling fingers. They were selling fingers. Okay, we're about to recruit our first 2 people, I think. She's deciding. And then we have this guy. Let's try to recruit him too. See what happens. All glory to Nomadic Bule. That's a good sign, right? Food doesn't cook itself. Here's a quick guide on how to prep new meals for your keepers. First, you need to purchase ingredients so that your chef can get to work. This is done via the order tab in the kitchen or sidebar. Simply purchase some ingredients and assign the worker to the kitchen to get started. Increase butchery and improvisation, and it'll increase the chances of successfully preparing a meal. Cooked meals are served in your canteen, which is set. Prepared meals replenish more hunger, which give better mood effect than vending machines. So that's good. Which we can't purchase yet. But anyways, we have the kitchen ready. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. We're going to reorganize some of this kitchen and move that stuff down here because it makes no sense otherwise, just like that. So Alice is going to be prioritizing that when it is time. Alice will be the cook. Hopefully she butchers more than just fingers. Look at all the money coming in. This is what being a cult, a community is all about. Well, we finally have the ability to put in some real stuff into the bathroom. So I guess we will do that. But everybody's still going to sit together while they poop. And we're going to hold hands like it's a big community event. We are growing. We are growing so well that next to the meditation room, you can now play music while playing dominoes, discovering the secrets of a Rubik's Cube, and as Nomadic Bule is showing, enjoy the relics of a slot machine. What is a cult without gambling? You're not just gambling on your soul, you're gambling on your wallet. Okay, we just completed our first acquisition. And we get 1 essence of King Oyen. I don't know if you know what that smells like, but it's quite something, I'll tell you. Right here we have it. The essence of King Oyen. It's $3,500. And it's indoor on the floor or the table, but it gives us 7 prestige. So we'll probably get that eventually. It's really just a used litter box, but we're not going to tell anybody. We have made a spirit chamber, which apparently is people doing seances. This basically just gives us a lot of money. And as you can see now, we need the money. So we're definitely doing money activities. All over more get-rich-quick schemes. We are next, for our next step, we are going to build the Pool of Revelation. We just unlocked it. Essentially what we need is $1,200. Because we don't have the controls to make all the mimicry happen. So basically, where we're at now is this is going to help us know who the pristine cult members are, and we can start replacing the ones we got. Throw out the ones we don't need, getting the new ones, new mission ready. This room of the spirit table is going to hype them up to go to the pool of revelation. They're going to talk to their dead loved ones, which we're going to use to reveal secrets about themselves, which they're actually just going to reveal secrets to themselves, to us, but they already paid to do it. And then the recreation room, the meditation, and then we got sermons that are increasing. Essentially, we're going to build a giant money making scheme. We just got to get that $1,200 first because right now our money is separating. So let's skip ahead a few days and see what happens. We have officially unlocked covert operations. We are supposed to acquire a prestigious object at the university by burying them in the garden later, and we'll get mystery decor objects and all this good stuff. Let's go ahead and begin the mission. Look at them running. Are they actually going to use the room or not? They're not even going to use the room. They must have done it in their dreams. We must have dreamed simultaneously. But this is where everything would have gone down if they had used the things that we bought and spent a lot of money on. So our covert ops team have we turned the corner across a small film set, and Sir McSwagger is filming his latest music video here, and he beckons us over and says, "I don't know how you got here, mate, but I've always got time for my fans. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna ask for an autograph. Even though we don't know this guy, but apparently he's big. I knew you were a real fan. You can have a signed poster of the latest album. What's your favorite song?" Like I said, we're not a real fan. I'm gonna go with Jumpin' Flash Jack, and I'm gonna hope for the best. Goodness. Mix Swagger picture obtained for $2,400. That's what we got. That's a great song. I wrote it after seeing my friend Jack complete the long jump. He's a very flashy guy. He signs the poster and hands it to you. Is that how we complete the mission? I don't think it is. I don't think the mission is complete. Okay, many hours later, we're gonna see if it actually was any different. We got a set of fancy eggs, snowman statue, which is weird because it never snows. And then we got one chest, decorative only. That'd be great if we went with the pirate theme, which you can, by the way. We have started a new room because of some breakthrough research that we had just accumulated. You can see, we can officially now gain influence for creating both a refreshing and totally legal beverage, and it'll boost influence by playing a mini game. I had to expand it so it didn't look terrible and overly cramped. Hopefully they can still get in through there. What kind of people do we want working in here? Espionage and butchery. It's gonna get dark. We'll have to use our cook. She'll cook during the day and she'll shine at the night. I'm not back in 5 minutes. Wait longer. Okay. She's obviously doing better than Jaden after all. Pyramid schemes are the new in thing. Do you have a pyramid scheme yet? Apparently, the pyramid scheme fever has hit the Bay residents, fashioning their houses into a bargain basement museum. And this one guy is wrapped his entire family in bandages and plans to embalm his recently deceased hamster. They believe that the pharaohs were actually from another galaxy and had a wide range of high-tech weaponry. Anyways, this gives us a new mission. And we're almost to the point where we can get our energy spa, which is what we need. We've already researched it. We're just waiting for the money because it is a bit expensive. No one is using these two rooms. And we did build this room to try to get more of this yellow funny stuff. But again, nobody's using that either. I don't know why people are not using the rooms.
I like my privacy.
I don't know why people don't like it. It's totally legal. And a perfect nighttime activity. Also, this guy has been sick for a very long time. We've sent him to the hospital twice and he's still not getting better. He's cost us a lot of money. One of our people is experiencing a mood break, which apparently means he's just wandering the streets, but now he's back to us. So I guess it only lasts for so long. Oh, our sermon's actually making money now. There is hope after all. Well, this is not good. High heat levels, which we are only at 227. I thought it would be at least, 500, but I guess the heat got a little intense too quickly. Has brought the wrath of the town folks. Your PR rating and moods will drop if protests grow. As have the keeper pacify them to reduce the anger. Oh, here they come. Oh yeah, this seems good. Seems good. They got pitchfork. Let's teach these goons. This is not a gooning society, okay? This is not a gooning society. Uh-oh. Well, this is a lot of negative paparazzi. There's only a few minutes left of the protest. Protest is over. They all got things to get back to, I suppose. We got experience from that too. We can turn that in, so we can't claim anything. What happens? We got a stuffed chick toy and an ant farm. Can't we begin that mission? At negative 45, so it actually does a decent job. Check out this room. We finally got somebody working there, and that guy is just tripping. I mean, it's knocking the coins out of his pocket, which is fantastic. This is exactly what we need. But I was not expecting it to work quite like that. Oh my goodness. And now everybody going home. People finally using this too. King Oyen is watching. That is something that is factual. King Oyen always watches. And we're getting money even out of our own people now, and I love that. With a servant quality of only 2 stars. We got the riz, but we don't got the ma. The last mission, we received a cat ornament, which we absolutely must have. No exceptions. Just thinking about where we should actually put this. Where is it going to make the most sense? I want it to be somewhere public. Perhaps in here. This should have amazing prestige. 24. We got the essence of Oyen and an Oyen statue now. Fantabulous. What's the prestige here? Also, pretty good. A lot of these rooms are doing okay. Ooh, someone's finally in the grub. Wait, what? How much money would it take to make you spend a night in the cemetery? Well, how much money would you spend to stay a night here? About to find out, eh? Leader sanctum, used by the leader to discover divine inspiration. Let's see what happens here. We're halfway there. Room, how much does the leader sanctum need? 8 by 8. Okay, let's get it done. So here we have everything, which surprisingly, we needed a mixing table. Why do we need a mixing table? Are we making chemicals in here? Anyways, the rest of it looks normal and cutesy. I don't know exactly what else that was. We got $2,000 for that and a lot of positive things. So there's at least that, and we can now pick a theme. So we can go for themes of darkness to sever dark tentacle lords, burn the world to the ground, sell your litter box souls, throw people into the great abyss, and infuse the keepers with demonic powers. That is a cat-like option. The other thing we have is the futurist. Embrace the future, including science, space, and robots. Rule the world with an army, blast off to a new planet, liquidate followers into tasty beverages, make followers into attractive decorations, and conduct experiments on your followers. Now, as fun as that does sound, that sounds like we'd lose a lot of followers. I'm not gonna lie. And then we have love and peace. Embrace love in all its peaceful forms. We can grow plants, hook up with the keepers in your area, create world peace, and dance around maypoles. Infuse the keepers with magical incense. And then it has all of these things tied to it as well, but I don't know what that necessarily means. Now, while our cult has been pretty nice lately, love and peace sounds like it would fit into our ideology as it fits now. The robotics sound like a torture group, and I feel like we'd lose a lot of followers. I don't know if we really want to do that. Even though that is a little bit cat-like, but I think the most cat-like thing we got going on is the darkness. This seems the most natural cat. What does this mean? The dark gods of old have drawn you in with the promise of greater power. You dedicate yourself to furthering research into the darkest ways and how you can best serve your new overlords. Okay, we need to unlock 50 Solace of Dark and Shadows, I guess. Is that a whole tree? What? And we can unlock things here. This is about to get intense. We are just raking in money now. I don't know how that changed, but the demons are smiling upon us, I guess. Or the darkness, the tentacle. The tentacle is smiling upon us before he slaps us. With money. Look at that, the sermon also blessed us. I imagine it's because of our dedication to community pooping. The sleeping's alright, but the pooping is what really brings people together. We have finally unlocked the ability to get somebody to crawl through the TV, although it looks just mostly like static. Even more importantly than that, we got silver divine cheeks now. and eventually we'll have the gold. So things are moving up in the cheeky world. We're on a dark mission. We went out to help the tentacle monsters, and we heard a whispering coming from us, and we went to check it out, and now it says, you put one foot onto the road. As you peer into the storm drain, the voice gets louder and louder until the face belongs finally emerges. It's a clown.
Friend, my name is Nickel Smart. Nickel Smart, a break-dancing clown. By any chance, would you like a balloon?
We're politely declined. We're probably a little too old to be taking balloons from sewer clowns. Aw, come on. You're never too old for a balloon. Take it now. We're gonna say no. Hopefully that doesn't fail the mission. I love that the Pennywise replaced what Nickel Smart got on there. Apparently it worked. We got one axe, one bowl of ashes, and a stone tablet. There, we got a nice little setup for the bowl of ashes, and new leader demands we need to complete 5 missions. Well, I think we're gonna do that. It should be fine. Well, in a very expensive turn of events, we have our Ministry of Propaganda, which will essentially help us get propaganda out there. And then, of course, we have the monolith room. Got the monolith of Christmas, and I don't know why, but it gives us a good prestige. And it's very high durability. I think people just go in there and basically worship it. And yes, these things were very expensive. I think that was almost $15,000, and I hope it's worth it. You have unlocked the contract room. This will provide us with a facility to allow followers to sell their souls to King Oyen. When followers sign a contract, they're agreeing to sell their souls for wealth and good luck. It's all fun and games until it's time to pay up. Fortunately for us, all that extra money goes straight into our pockets. And there she is, the place where everybody goes to sell their souls, with a nice fireplace and a little throne. She can set us up with the contract. And then, of course, we have Natalie running our propaganda for the day, among with many other nighttime activities. Our fellow litter box keeper Jasmine has just unlocked a new trait, allowing her to use golden wipes, letting her go to the bathroom more quickly. We have now created our infernal chamber, which is a so-called therapy room, so to speak, and it's going to be right across the hall from the reception, just like our meditation room. It's gonna be great. People can sit and watch each other get burned, and someone can even blow the bellows. Come have a spa day with us. It'll be fire. We get a bonus increase because a blood moon is rising, so our darkness will arise as well. Apparently, people still believe in the occult stuff, but we're just a cult, not a cult. We'll take the points anyways. And what good is a whole sanctuary if you can't even have your face on it? So of course we put our 2 statues there, made entirely of gold, by the way. The only fools are you. That's not fool's gold. I think the most perfect thing that we could throw into our brand new chamber pit is this thing we just stole from the city folks. It's called the Leviathan Craft. Gonna put it there. It takes almost all our money, but it adds a lot to the coolness, and hopefully it makes people work there a lot harder and sweat a lot more. So we had to make the infirmary because people keep getting injured non-stop on these missions. And I'm tired of paying a crazy amount of money for them to go to the hospital. So we made our own hospital with off-brand medication and outdated vital monitors, you know, the works. And we made it really large because I thought it had to be 16 wide, but only had to be 12 by 6 wide. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the rest of this to put our decor in, and we're going to have a prestigious hospital by the end of this run is what I'm hoping. Oh, great. Here comes the protesters again. They're calling us goons. Crazy. Did you see our propaganda guy go right through them, though? And got nutting on us. Apparently, they are shaking the fence in anger. I have tried to get my people to go and discuss with them, but it does not appear that they are willing to talk right now. None of my peoples. I think we'll still make it, but just barely. Just barely. Oh my goodness. Protest anger 100%. Right at the end. They can't miss their favorite TV shows. Typical common people. On the bright side, aside from all the protests happening, we have so many people coming to us now that, as you can see, we had a sermon missed, which is because we didn't have enough pews. We had to get more pews, so upgrade that. So more protesters, more hate, more money, more power. We finally have so many ashes, we were able to get us a little urn, which gave us some prestige to show people exactly what their future is going to be like. So our infirmary slash museum is coming along very nicely here. As you can see, we have the tarot deck, which essentially tells you if you're going to heal or not, along with the sacrificial dagger and the head chopping axe. And of course a candle so we can see everything. Next to the gold plate where your organs will be harvested, and the stone tablet with ancient medical instructions that we will forever follow. We have now, above our hospital, created the sacrificial pit. And we're going to see what happens. It says that it is to appease King Oyen and generate influence and heat. We'll see if it actually does. This is a quality pour, so we're going to go ahead and sacrifice her. And let's see what happens. Oh, we take our seat. They have such sights to show me. All glory to King Oyen. A follower has just been sacrificed. May they rest in peace. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, and although our case, the omelet is a powerful force beyond our comprehension, and the eggs are loyal companions, there is something about throwing someone into the eternal pit of hellfire that cops just can't get their head around. Be careful not to generate too much heat, or else they'll become snooping around. So that's basically just a heat engine, which is a little weird. We have RoboCops now patrolling our street. Look at these monstrosities. Even one red eye. How do they have the funding for this? We can't even fund objects.
You can now build the demonic infusion room. Call upon the powers of darkness and infuse your litter box keeper with raw demonic energy straight from the void. Your chosen litter box keeper will be enhanced with powerful new traits as their mind is transformed. Warning, side effects may include fits of rage, skin turning red, lack of empathy, growing warmth, desire to consume human flesh.
Well, this is our room, so I guess let's assign a keeper. Who's not really like super important for anything? I don't think Zachary does anything currently. We need more influence. Wait for that to jump up and we'll test it. Actually, I decided to change it because we get demonic cunning, demonic intelligence, and demonic charm. We're gonna go ahead and give this to our receptionist, Jessica. So what happens to you, Jessica? What happens? She goes into pod. And Nomadic Bule is coming. Time to unleash. You will feel your true power. This can't go wrong. I am destined for this. And we'll always know where to find Jessica because she never leaves this room. Might be bad when she has a fit of rage, though. We're much more respectable now that our PR rating has increased us to allow average quality followers. So that's good. We can get better quality people now. Welcome to the club. If you made it this far into the video, you might just be one of them. Okay, we got the ability to complete our next big compound challenge along with the new challenge, which is to get the Faith Cap 4. Which we'll get to, I hope. Our faith is doing a little bit better now. But we gotta increase our darkness rating to over 1,000, and after grind session we did that, so let's see what happens. Our PR rating has increased enough to allow us to attract good quality followers, which is great. We just barely got average, so that didn't take long, thanks to that. Really exciting there. And instantly, as we clicked out of that, we got another leader demand. King Oyen spoke to me the other day, and they want me to tell you how well you're doing. Expand the HQ further so we can realize his final plans. Build the finale room? What does that even mean? It must be something inside our divine inspirations. We'll see how that goes soon. Honestly, I'm proud of my little cultlings. They have done so much. They sleep together every night, they shower, they poop together, they wash their hands and get some strange diseases. They're starting to shapeshift into these demonic creatures. We learned how to do media and propaganda. We got all these cool fancy things that we essentially just stole from the community, who is now helping fund us through the meaning of 36 followers by tithing. And, you know, it's great. It's great. Everything here is great. We're even turning things into demons. We're speaking to demons. There's really nothing to complain about. And who can complain when you got electroshock therapy? You can go massage yourself in a pit of maggots, get some electroshock therapy, and read the best propaganda to ever be spit out in recent history. And that's saying something with as much disasters as we've had lately. We have the ability, as you can see, we made a way down through our divine inspiration. We got all the stuff unlocked, even though we're not really going to use it. Who wants devil outfits? We're worshiping a cat. And we got some of the building stuff. Essentially, what we're now left is Calavera Katrina. And this is a unique, highly skilled character. So I guess let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if we're going to have to get rid of one of our people for that. It won't hurt to get rid of one with poor quality anyways. Might just go ahead and start that. In fact, just in case, Anton is not only injured right now, he's only doing the maggot rejuvenation, and he is very poor. Not just poor, but very poor. So I think, just to prepare, just in case, we're going to go ahead and dismiss him. Because we don't need him. We don't need him at all. Huh? And look at that. We're still gaining PR. We're going to get even better people in the future. Look at that. How are these people looking around? Very good. Very good. It's building. It's building. It's giving success vibes. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's very good quality. Has good potential and immune to most injuries. Well, he is a skeleton. Hopefully somebody doesn't just take him apart. We also officially upgraded to the comfy beds. I think we're at the highest tier for the bedroom, with raised our prestige a lot. We're at prestige level 15 and there's hardly nothing in there except candle and this book that we found on the table. They still even using boxes and lockers. We didn't even upgrade to the actual bedroom furniture that we could have. But it's good. It's good. It kind of looks like the prison architect bed. It's almost exactly now. Okay, we boosted the skeleton up to 6 public speaking and to 6 bluffing, which is exactly what we need to better improve this room, or the sacred room, and the sermons that we're given there. So I think that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to have a skeleton preaching. There we go. Look at that, getting us started. We're about to go into the hand-waving ceremony. Everyone prepare. I think they might be giving a little bit more money too. Look at that. It went up to 9. What I really need is more of the yellow ball. What's that? Reputation points? That's what we need. That's what we need. We just finished researching and we got a boost to our divine inspirations. And we can summon the tentacle lord of King Oyen. or bathe the world in hellfire. See, King Oyen is a cat, and if we bring the Tentacle Lord out, you know what I mean? Kind of ruins the charade, and he's not really a cat. Not really a cat. But if we go and bathe the world in hellfire, not only do we keep the secret that he's a cat, but the government can't really stop us. Let's hit it. We need a hellfire room. Get it started. Oh, what joys. Did our mission go good? And our mission go good. We got an Anubis statue. And an Otter the Admiral statue. And a stuffed rabbit, which is clearly a Freddy reference. There, we put the little Freddy reference right for all to see. We have received a very uncomfortable and sad demand from our leader. He wants private toilets for everybody, or it'll give a -8 mood buff. I am very disappointed. Now we have to build actual bathrooms. Okay, so I've done some work, and based off what I'm seeing, toilet shy is the only thing specifically including toilets. The keepers receive a -8 mood modifier for 6 hours if they use a bathroom with more than one toilet. Doesn't say anything about showers. So the showers are still communal, because that's what True Brotherhood is about. As for toilets, we went ahead and we adjusted by the maintenance room. People can have private toilets, although be it, the doors will still have windows so that we can keep an eye on them so that they're not doing nothing funny in there.
The end is almost upon us. You can now build the finale room. I have a number of special objects for this room that I need you to research and acquire for me. Once this is done, we will finally release the grand plan of the King Oyen.
Well, that sounds like great news. We're almost there. So this is our hellfire pit. You're immediately going to walk into the pentagram with the volcano and the lava. And the end times are upon us. There's nothing that can stop us now. King Oyen's will be done. So prepare for diabolical fire cats. Once this is upgraded, nothing we can do. Also, last time nothing happened to Jessica. So, can we do it again? There it is. I feel amazing. Okay, last time she didn't turn into anything or change in any way. Hopefully, we'll see something. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna take her incompetency away. We might as well. We're gonna upgrade her. She has been loyal since the very first day, and she has worked at reception since the second we opened. So we're gonna try to do the best for her. Why are we thinking of toilets? Remove a trait or quirk? We did it. So she's a little bit better now, huh? Almost every room is in function. Our bedroom looks weird. I don't like how the bedroom looks, but everything else entirely in function. And we still have our little wooden hut over here, completely away from everybody else, collecting all our valuables, while over half our people still living out of a box. This is what true leadership is all about. This is what it is all about. You know, on a side note, I can see what I was worried at first, the beginning, the amount of space that we have here, that it wouldn't be enough to build like the compound of your dreams per se. But some of these rooms are bigger than what we had planned, right? Like the finale room. The leadership room could be bigger, but a lot of these are performing well. A lot of these are doing well just in the recommended size. And if you really wanted to, you can make, because we only got up to 23 possible keepers. I think you can probably only get less than 30 in total anyways. What you could do is you could really make bedrooms with bathrooms attached to make it like super luxurious for the people if you really wanted to. If you really wanted to. Everybody could have their own bedroom with a private bath and so forth. Like, it could be a really nice setup. We don't care about these people that much, so this is exactly what they deserve. but it could be nice. We are going to infuse Jessica for the third time. She is changing now. Look at her eyes. Look at her face. This is not normal. She feels invincible. That's definitely not normal for someone of her low quality. And immediately she goes to the shower. Shows we're doing something right here. Good. And someone got dirty hands while eating. Never eat with dirty hands, people. I think we just unlocked Randall. Yeah. We got Randall coming for us. Investigate the sacrificial. There he is. Looks like he's a sea monster. Surely he cannot get fish mouth, right? He's incredible. Smiles upon him. He has a +1 level cap. And he is unnerving. So he has +4 to the butchery skills naturally. Very, very intense. Very likable. And we'll go ahead and sign one more contract just to thank Oyen for all the success we have had. Signed, sealed, and delivered, and our monster is there to clean up after it. I love that. I love that. Anybody else ready to sign? Well, as you can see, our tables are coming along very nicely. Our little museum / infirmary, holding more goods than anything else. We got our little scarecrow. We got our pumpkins. We got... For some reason, we're stuck with the lights on. So now we can see where all the lights are, and I don't know why. It's coming together very nicely. Even our little bonsai tree and DNA spliced dinosaur eggs. Oh, the protests are starting again, and they're starting in early morning. But we got an increase in our good quality. How is our PR so good, but our heat so high? I don't understand. So our last heat reduction meeting somehow ended up with us getting a giant boom. We're gonna probably keep that right in the recruitment office. Apparently we got 2 of them. I feel like you could go decently here in the research facility. We could say it's part of our research, but really it's just there in case people start acting a fool. We're taking everyone out with us, one way or another. It's your choice. Fire or fire. We also have Louis Crawley, who just came back in, the last of the big characters. We're going to take a little peek at who he is. Investigate the statue. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Look at him. He's attending the sermon, led by our bone man. It was also the fish guy that brought back those 2 bombs, by the way. Just saying. This dude. Look at that. They used the bathroom together. What beautiful souls. Oh, our little river monster got destroyed for 72 hours. He has to get treatment. And he has contaminated hunger processing. So he's stuck in our little hospital. Oh, Randall, how could you, Randall? Why? Well, despite Randall's journey outing, we finally have all 3 divine cheeks. From silver to bronze, all the way up to gold. They're divine. And lacking flatulence, because they are perfection. Okay, we went out on a mission to see if we can retrieve Baphomet. Did we do it? No! We failed the mission, which means we gotta do it again, right? Oh my lord, that sucks. Sucks! A lot. That was our first big mission, too. These missions are getting much harder. We have got to find how we can get these special things. We need so many objects. We need 4 objects, and the first one to steal is a horn and a Baphomet statue. Nomadic Bule in there working hard. He's hungry, but he's still working. Well, shift's over. We'll be back tomorrow. Well, we had to complete a mission to get this Ouija board up, and it forced us to have 2 rooms because it wanted 2 Ouija boards, but it's actually working out really great for us. I never thought about duplicating rooms. I should have thought about that sooner. Which layout is better? I kind of like the second one. Makes it look small, but nice. I also just realized that all the trees around us, everywhere, are suddenly dead. All dead, including the apple tree we bought, which was quite expensive. A little concerning. And we got it! It gave us 42 heat for that, but we finally got the icon that we desperately needed. And we can start researching the location of the last statue. How much is this actually going to cost, though? Because the horn was insane. Here it is. 30,000. Luckily, we have 50. Let's watch as it goes to get placed. Honestly, it's not that bad in the grand scheme of things. This horn here, the trees grew back just magically. The horn here was 60. I believe that was in the middle, so this is probably going to be more than that too. But we're almost there, y'all. We're about to take over the world! Our mission progress has completed. We have found the location. A Nomadic Bule prepares for an important upcoming mission to recover the stone fiend. Basically, I think this is like a gargoyle. Let's go back and let's add it to our missions. Let's go to our missions. It's a level 9. You have anybody that's gonna be good? Anybody? I took everybody with the highest skill points that is required, which is butchery for some reason, planning, and improvisation. It's not looking pretty. At most, we have a 51% chance. So I'm gonna start a covert operation in hopes that we can sneak in and do it better. Look at these people, zoned out of their minds. Don't even know that there's covert operations about to happen for the biggest statue to ever come in the building. Man, mind you. No wonder these people are brain dead. They need us. They need us. Look at them all discussing the plans over hamburgers. Almighty Bule over there leading the charge for the most impudent discussions. We had just unlocked the mother grub, just in time to watch one final bath before we go out on the mission. Covert ARP is at its most point. It took almost 24 in-game hours for this one. Going to the barn by the cemetery, it appears, next to Highway 42. Can we go in unseen? Also, our heat is rising again. I hope this doesn't put us over to the point where we're getting protesters before anything happens. The time is coming upon us. It's been almost 24 in-game hours. The cultists all went to sleep, and they're about to wake up again. They just woke up again, and our mission finally just completed. Now, are we actually going to be able to make this mission? We got it. We got it. So, can we actually afford the statue is the next question. $45,000. It takes up most of our money, but we can afford it. Perfect. And we gained a perk. Collective sleeper. He prefers to sleep in a bedroom with others. Well, he doesn't really have a choice, so that's good. Oh, this is another secret? I had to find the Whispering Obelisk? I guess. I thought the statue was the last mission. So it's just gonna keep giving us secrets. We'll be back once we find the obelisk. Yeah, we had to select a whole new group of people for this one because we need espionage, retail, and improvisation. Still not looking too good. We only have 4% chance on its own, so we definitely have to go back. This is a level 10, the highest we've ever been to. And we're going to some kind of lab for this one. Why is an obelisk got a lab right next to Cult FM? At least we'll get good tunes along the way. No, right at the end we have more protests. Right at the nighttime. Why are they coming at night? 6 hours at night? 32 people? What is wrong with y'all? Oh wait, this is early morning. Oh yes, and we had one person die from sleep deprivation. There's a noble sacrifice. We can't let these protesters get her bones, though. I think we might make it. That's a long 6 hours, but I think we might actually make it. They only tore down part of the fence. There, they left. The mission still isn't done yet. We're still on the mission. The people are coming against us. I don't even know how we got heat that high. Must be from the missions. Who knows how much heat this one will bring? It doesn't compare to the heat we're about to bring. Oh, that last protest got Luke to leave right before the big ending, the big finale. At least the protest is over. You know what's nice about protests? It doesn't stop the money. Protests do not stop the money. Okay, that one is done. Turn the mission. Okay, it doesn't have anything else going there. We got nuke work. He leveled up. First to work in a room that contains rugs. That is quite interesting, is it not? Let's check where this object is. Close out of that. $80,000. We're gonna have to really save up for this one. Oh good, we just got a bonus. So, we can now receive 20% more income to literally help to our $80,000 goal. Oh no, this is not good. Oh no. Wait, how can he leave? He's a special character. Emily Majors, Louis, all of them are leaving. This is really not good. Thank goodness we don't have to do any more missions, but why is everybody so upset? They're leaving and they're injuring themselves. Oh no. This will give us what we need to start the research, but the research is going to take time. And, oh man, I don't think we can start either. No, we need 410. We need 410. We're down to 18 out of 20. Oh, and somebody peed on the floor. That is a King Oyen move. We just barely have enough now. We just barely have enough. I gotta get the money up so bad. Luckily, we have enough followers that we can convert them into keepers to sustain us. So far. Hopefully it'll last. Hopefully. Bammy, don't let us down. Bammy, please don't leave us. Please don't leave us, Bammy. Alexis worked through all the night to try to get us this. They didn't meet breakfast time, but hopefully by dinner we'll have something. Also, our reptilian walked out on us. Louis and the reptilian. At least we still got the skeleton. Oh, I'm so hurt by that. So hurt. Okay, we got it. So now we can have meat and vegetables. There should have been vegetables on the hamburgers, I'm just saying. A little rude. A little rude that they did that to us. Especially when we're trying to earn money, but we're over halfway to the money point now. The time has come upon us. We can finally afford what we need to afford. It has been done.
I am going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
The only thing we need for the finale room is just to demonically infuse a few more people, not even much. We need about 6 more followers for the contracts to expire. But our heat is so high. I mean, luckily that helps take it down a little bit too. Not as much as I'd like it to, but it does take it down a little bit. Let's boost up their skill. We got an espionage king over there. I'm worried about the heat though. We have a passive of 18 heat per day. Every night we do this, which is gonna get rid of a decent amount of heat. Not a lot, but a decent amount. It's basically -3 per stack of paper as she makes. And then we're doing heat missions every day. I just, it snuck up on me. I didn't realize how much heat all these missions were gonna make because I was racing to get there. I was excited for the balls of fire, but it might have blown up in my face. We sent them out on another heat mission. This one's gonna take 10 hours. Hope they make it in time. And on a side note, is anybody else concerned that the Ouija boards are just moving on their own? Very high heat levels have brought the wrath of the authorities on you. Oh my goodness. You're unable to carry out missions or build whilst being raided. You may delete walls to allow access if necessary. PR ratings and moves drop due raids. Have keepers hide the evidence. Pay attention to which skill groups are most effective. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, let's go ahead and get him going. Get that guy in there. Get that guy in there. I know y'all are on your recreation time. All I can say is, who's hiding evidence in the bathroom? Why do we just have evidence laying about? Like, that was a horrible design on our part. Oh man, I mean, there's 25 evidence, and we have a lot of people out on a mission right now. They waited till we were out on a mission. Those are the closest ones to each other. I don't think you can, strangely enough. They all are so calm. Why? Okay, I think this side is done. Take that. What? I hope I haven't stopped growing. You know what, bud? I hope so too. I hope you still have a little ways to go. I believe in you. And these guys are over here getting breakfast instead of doing their job. Okay, grab that. And you grab that. I hope we can get it. This can last for up to 28 hours. Oh, the timer stopped, huh? They didn't really give us an exact timer. Wait, how much do we have? For some reason, Olivia didn't get hers done. She's been in there for a hot minute. She should have had it done. Sit on a throne of dishonesty. I love how she's mocking them. He's playing with the machine, acting natural. I like that, acting natural. We got three evidence. Oh no. To be honest, I didn't think the heat rating could even get this high up. It's terrifying, you know. They're arresting people? I don't know, how many people are we gonna lose? Are they gonna arrest me? Nomadic Bule? Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. This might be endgame. Oh, they got her. Are they taking a lot of the good people? Oh no, somebody farted. They got nervous. Who can blame them? The mission's almost done. Could have really used having more of those missions. That reduced heat. It's a little bit late, but that reduced heat, 69 points. Honestly, that wasn't a lot. And contracts are being claimed. Oh no, the contracts. I think we got 4 or 5. We got a lot of people arrested too. I think we got 4 or 5 contracts today. I don't think we're gonna make it. Let's go ahead and boost some skills while we wait anxiously. We also got, yeah, there's passiveness too. That's not good. Oh, Nomadic really just pooped on the floor. You know what? It was a scary moment. I can't blame him. And the person who works this got arrested. We gotta find a replacement. The replacement was not able to be found. He's in jail. This is going horribly. Natalie, our person who does the work at night. Reason, Jail time. She got the jailbird trait, which means she got +2 butchery. What were you doing in there, Natalie? All you do is write propaganda to make us look good. It gets rough. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and boost. This is the last one, I believe. We need, who are we gonna give it to? Jennifer. I don't think Jennifer has gone in here yet. She's gonna get demonetized. Get it? Don't demonetize me, please. We're not monetized. We're not even monetized to begin with. This is our last one. We have officially done 12. Our heat mission is almost over. And for the last contract, I believe we can sign. Eleanor, I'm sorry, but you're the sacrifice. You're the sacrifice. I gotta wait a few days for that to level out. Did the heat mission go well? If this heat mission fails, we get a lot of heat. We cannot afford that right now. In the trait. She's a conspiracy theorist because of the demon room, of course she is. Okay. Okay, they're all conspiracy theorists. No police will believe them. I am glad to see her back, though. Glad to see her back and make sure she's still producing the purifying propaganda to purify the minds of those non-believers. I hope we don't have a raid. Not only did the raid steal stuff from us, but it gave us a big boost of heat too. And right now, if we had a big boost of heat, that probably wouldn't work, especially since we still have one contract coming up in a couple days. Speaking of heat missions, go ahead and get the next top ones assigned. Get Bammy on the job, doing the covert ops. She's gonna lay everything down for them, working the night shift again. I hope she doesn't die. She had a good night last night. She's been here since the beginning. She's a strange conspiracy theorist, but she's the greater good, stealthy, all-star, and a quality of average, and that's why we have her working in the covert operation. We have officially made it to over 100,000 doll hairs too, just so y'all know. Day 118, we're almost at the end. We never even got a hospitality room. We didn't need it. You know why we didn't need it? 'Cause I'm hospitable. Now get out! Did I eat too many pebbles as a child? I think you did. I think you did, honestly. Do not fail the mission. Do not fail the mission. Do not fail the mission. We got 10 minutes left. -80. It's not what I was hoping for, but you know what? It's better than nothing. Whew. Some people like life in the fast lane, and others, well, they just want to keep their heads down until King Oyen puts them out of their misery. Seems we have the latter. -5 mood modifier for 24 hours of heat is above 150 at the end of each day. Bro, please let today be the day. The last contract just went up. The last contract just went up. We can do it.
World domination.
Trigger any finale. Triggered the darkness finale. We got 2 achievements there. Why is it just a purple screen? I want to see the boom. That's it? Just a picture? But there we are. Nomadic Bule. Let the purging begin. Let us baptize the earth and hellfire of King Oyen. You were the one who stoked the flames. Now we can embrace our extinction. Now sit back and watch the world burn. We did it. We did it. Wow. This was actually kind of fun. This was kind of fun. It's called Honey, I Joined a Cult. And this is a cult of King Oyen ran by Nomadic Bule. And we were victorious, even though I swore we were about to go up in flames for a minute there. Well, this was beautiful. Hey, if you like this, give it a like. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you love it, subscribe. Don't forget, we go live every single day, 7 p.m. Jakarta time, except for Tuesday and Thursday. This was actually a game we did for a review off of stream. So let me know what you think down below, how you like these compared to the VODs or the videos we do on stream. And I look forward to catching you at the next one.
Disconnected.